Hello everyone. Welcome to MAT 164 Introduction to Statistics. My name is Thaddeus Krupa and I will be your instructor this semester. Here's some of my contact information. Obviously you found the video and it says to click start here in the course menu on the left. Before doing so, typically there will be announcements that are posted under my announcements here in this area. If you don't see anything, you can click on more announcements and you will see all the announcements in the course. I already have their first announcement posted telling you how to get started, as well as the first set of assignments that are due. Going back on our course homepage again, the right hand side, we have Niagara County Community College resources and policies. So there's a wealth of information here. If you want to find something out, chances are it's here and you can click on a link. So if we go to start here, another welcome message and a link to the video if you missed the link on the front page and the home page. So next, what I want you to do is introduce yourself by going to Icebreaker and introduce yourself on the left side, and then read through the lettered documents A through D. So we'll go through those quickly. When you go to above the Icebreaker are the course announcements. That's another way to see the announcements. So clicking there, you see the announcement we just saw moments ago. So clicking on the Icebreaker, you can read how to make a post, and what I want you to comment on is you introduce yourself, and if you click on it, you'll see that I have a short introduction that you can read. Going to course materials, the most important part of the course is to register in my math lab, and we are using Barnes & Noble First Day, where you will automatically be billed on your college account when you register below. And this is the least expensive method for obtaining the course materials. And all of our coursework is done in my math lab through the Pearson Publishing Company. And you can see if you click here, you will be directed to a page where you can run through the registration process. Once you register, you're done, and you can access your coursework under menu item C that we'll talk about in a moment. Just to note, the textbook is available online, so unless you require a hard copy, you can view the textbook at any time. You will need a calculator, either a scientific or graphing calculator. If you're buying a scientific calculator, I recommend a TI-30X2S. I am not going to require a graphing calculator, but if you have a TI-83, any of these editions, any Texas Instrument graphing calculator, that will be sufficient as well. So make sure you register in my math lab as soon as possible so you can start your coursework. Under menu item B, there is our grading policy. So I suggest you read through this. It explains how your final grade will be determined. Continuing in menu item B, there is an online grading policy for the final exam, explaining the details of the final exam. Item B3 is the course schedule. I suggest you print this, and it tells you what is due on a daily basis, so you can see the entire course laid out. So that would be a good document to print. Back to menu item B again. You could read through course learning activities document, tells you ways that you could proceed in the course outline, lists the topics that we will be studying, and our objectives or student learning outcomes. So you can read through those documents as well. After you register in My Math Lab by clicking on menu item A, menu item C is where you will go to do all of your coursework. So as mentioned here, once you're registered in My Math Lab, just click on My Math Lab All Assignments to access your coursework. So this is where you'll be going to do all your work. So if we click on that, after you're registered, you'll be brought to the Pearson My Math Lab website, and you will see a list of all of the assignments that are due. So there are videos you can watch, and homeworks, quizzes, tests, and there's some technology projects in here as well. Everything's explained in the grading policy document. You can watch this short video on how to enter answers in My Math Lab, and letter C2 is telling you how to navigate in My Math Lab. After you experience My Math Lab for a week or so, then maybe come back to C2 and you'll see some tips on navigation. But if you look at that document right now, it might seem overwhelming. There's some technology projects that are due. So if you click on that, you'll be directed, you can see the due dates in our schedule. You'll be directed to when to complete these through course announcements. So check your course announcements as well as your T-Wolves email also frequently. You can send T-Wolves email here. There's my contact information. And I have Zoom office hours. So if you click on Zoom office hours, here is a link where I will be, during these times, I'll just be hanging out in front of my computer and waiting for somebody to join me and ask me some questions. So if I want you to realize I'm here for you at any time. So if these formal office hours are not good for you, just send me an email and we can make an appointment for some other time. There is online tutoring available. If you click here, you'll see a link to the online Academic Center for Excellence online tutoring. There's an Ask a Question area. That is for general questions. If you have specific questions related to the coursework, then I'm clicking on that. I would suggest you ask them through My Math Lab. There's a help button, and within the help button you could send me an email by clicking on Ask My Instructor within the actual question in My Math Lab, and I will see the question as well as your comments. There's a chance for some bonus points. You can comment, find an article, and just read how you can comment on write about the article and earn some bonus points toward your final average. And then there is some buttons here for My Math Lab help, as well as Blackboard help, e-learning support, and learning modules. That's there in case you go to My Math Lab and they ask you to go to learning modules, you'll know what to tell them, and other course resources. So I want to keep this short, so I'll end right there. But I want to emphasize that the most important thing you need to do as soon as possible, besides the icebreaker and all the other reading all the documents under letter B, is under menu item A, register in My Math Lab as soon as you can, and then once you're familiar with and you read all the other documents, you can begin your coursework by going to menu item C, and clicking on My Math Lab All Assignments. And that's where you'll go on a daily basis whenever you want to complete any of your assignments in My Math Lab. So I hope this was helpful, and I wish you all the best of luck, and I look forward to having a good semester with you.